So Olympe has gone to girls' schools in Paris. That's where her kind of finishing school was. And there's this perception at least among 18th century English, that, the French, they're so sophisticated. I think there's still some element of that going around. They're just a little bit fast, those French girls. And there's an element of independence that she doesn't question. Why wouldn't I think for myself? Why wouldn't I make decisions? She doesn't feel crippling guilt over rebelling against what her mother wants for her, which is conventional marriage to a man who's got a title and will help elevate the family. And she says no. And she takes off, or she has good reasons. I like to think she has good reasons. But yeah, I think that independence of mind is something that's really unique to the 18th century as well, which is funny because it's the most outrageous of fashions, like when you think of how much they're carrying around in those enormous skirts and the wigs and the rest of it, you have those tight bodices and the rest. The fashions are just over the top, but the thinking around women's roles is still being played out, which I
Right,
find.
because it was the era of enlightenment without any of the revolution, so people weren't threatened by these radical ideas that could upend status quo.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. I think that's part of the fun of the period. There's just so much changing, and everything sort of feels culturally like the ground is shifting under their feet.
Hmm.
Everyone's trying to negotiate their way.